Hello. Hello. Hey. Well, thank you for those who are here hanging with us. Alrighty. So I'm super excited about our live stream today, tonight, wherever you are in the world, various time zones. So I am always grateful that you guys come hang out with me when I do get the chances to come on the screen. So it means a lot to me. Thank you. Yay. Alrighty. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is staying, safe and doing the best they can during the different barriers that are, being, confined within. I always care the most about your well-being, of course, as a channel here. I want everyone to always feel loved, welcome, and safe. So, thank you, Danielle G. Alrighty. So, I'm not going to have this live stream be super lengthy. If you've noticed, my goal is to, get the information that we're going to cover here in the videos. Keep it kind of concise, straightforward to the point. And if they go longer, that's because we're hanging out after the information is covered. I will be putting the timestamps, but really it's one topic as it stands alone based on the video. So that is the game plan. We're going to cover a new rollout. It's a new rollout. So on my channel, if you missed the last live stream, I had discussed that I was making some changes. Awesome. Well, not changes, but I was going to be creating a schedule and kind of rolling out various things on this channel and my business channel. Today in this live stream, we're going to cover one element, one segmentation, just because I know that I usually have a lot to say and I want to kind of keep it on track for myself and for you. So that is the game plan. All right, everyone. We're going to, I'm going to pretty much discuss and cover what you can expect with this new, this is one element to many things, but we're going to do it in chunks, right? So we're going to cover this one element of the rollout. I'm going to cover exactly what you can expect. There's going to be a schedule with this rollout as well. I'm going to go over the details of what it's going to look like. It's going to be very fun, though. I always like learning. I want to have a value add even when I do things, and I use that same interpretation. And whenever I'm doing stuff for the channel, I want you guys to also feel your time is spent and you received something in return in exchange for that experience. That's always my goal. I'm very intentional and deliberate with things that I do, and I want to maximize that experience, all right? So this will be one segmentation, but this is going to be a very fun one, and I'm really excited. I really hope that you guys are also excited about as I kind of reveal, this segmentation of the channel. I'm hoping that you guys feel the same excitement. If you don't, well, then that's okay too. But I was like, oh my God, I got myself so excited. What if nobody likes it? Then I'm going to be out of luck. So that's the funniest thing. But I really, truly do hope that you guys do like it. I'm going to go over those details, but I just want to at least share the excitement, my anticipation. This has been really well thought out on my end. I mean, as much as I could possibly think it out, yeah. So let me know after we cover the process what you guys think. So let me say hello. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks, Evie. Plumie. Shell, Sandra, Danielle G. I know Jenzy was here. Crystal, hi Crystal. Christy, V35. Yay. Happy, happy, happy. The link's there. All right, awesome guys. Eek, Daddy, okay, hello, welcome. I've not seen your name here, but welcome. All right. Teresa Marie, hello. All right. So, okay, let me make sure that I've got, okay, before I go into the topic, which is it's pretty much just one topic, which is the new rollout of this one segment. That's it. It's one segment that I'm rolling out tonight. I will roll out other segments, but I want to make sure that I don't overwhelm us and the process or confuse people. So this is one segment. I will be rolling out other segments like this week. Okay, I put a lot of effort and planning on it, but I think it's best for me to do one at a time and not just tell you, here's all the things we're gonna do, and then no one knows what's happening. Like, it's just better that I go through one, and we're gonna go through exactly what you can expect for this rollout. So if you choose to participate, that's awesome. If you wanna just hang out and like just chill, that's cool too. Either way, whatever works for you, whatever your comfort level is of participation, that'll be up to you, all right? Okay, Shell. I'm just so happy to see you. I hope you're doing well. I really do. Okay. So I'm not going to cover all the new announcements on the channel because they're just too much. I don't want to overload anybody. I'm going to announce various aspects as we go along together. All right. I know that my last live stream, I was getting extremely excited, and I want to keep it in segments. That way everyone's on the same page and we're all, taking in chunks. Okay. So with that being said, hold on. Oh yes, okay. Woo. Okay. Hold on. You guys know I get really excited, right? Okay. Hold on. Uh-oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm so excited, guys. Let's put these away for a minute here, okay? Can someone let me know if the music in the background, which I have like classical jazz playing, if it's too loud, let me know. That way I'm not violating any policies on YouTube. It's not my music, so someone let me know, please. Are we good with it? If not, I'll lower it. Okay, so Danielle says the sexy jazz is too loud. Okay. No worries. This should be better at this, right? I think it's better at this. Yay. You're good. guys, that should be good, right, guys? I think the sound on that should be just fine. Let me know. I like the cool vibes tune. If you're hanging out here, guys, can you give me a thumbs up for the video? Yay. I greatly appreciate the support. Whenever you do favor a channel creator, the thumbs up, they do contribute toward the analytics on YouTube. So that is why I ask. So I'm not afraid to ask for that. I hope that you get value in exchange for hanging out with me. So, yep, thank you in advance. Now, and if I get lipstick on my teeth, just tell me. I can't stand that. I'm always brushing my teeth, so let me know. Let me know. Let a sister know. We are going to start first and foremost with, okay, some basic announcements. That way, at least on my channel, for those who, if you're already part of my Facebook private group, then thank you already, okay? If not, please consider hanging out on there, especially whether you want to be part of this segmentation or not. I think it's still worthwhile. There's a lot of great stuff that that I do post on the the private Facebook group. That if you have it, Facebook itself, great. Come hang out with us there. If you don't have Facebook and you're leery of, like, you know, some people just don't like Facebook. I totally get that, but you know, it might be worth creating a basic profile that's not related to your family and your friends if you don't feel that comfortable. But there are a lot of great resources and tools that you want to be part of. Just a suggestion. All right. Okay. So now, several weeks ago, like 4 weeks ago, I forgot when this was, guys. It's been a while. I had announced the giveaways. You guys remember? I have not forgotten about that. So I'm going to do a separate video, an upload with the instructions. If you want to participate in that, then those instructions will be there. But just in case, for those who have been wondering and waiting and confused or not sure of that, I have delayed that, but I will do that. That included the mugs, the cards, the books, the crystals, okay? So look for that if you want it, all right? Yay, Samara, welcome, welcome. We are very loving and friendly here. Evie. Huh. Evie says I had to watch on the tablet, my phone, every time I. I'm not sure why that happens, Evie. I'm not sure about that. Hi, Jess. All right. So look for that, guys. For those who want to participate in the giveaway, look for that separate, okay? Hold on. Oh, secondarily, for those who do hang out on my little community tab, the little community section, the posts, which I'm very active there as well, you will have noticed I had created like a post maybe a week ago or so, 2 weeks ago, and it was about natal charts. I wanted some volunteers for that. So if you are interested in being a volunteer for us to do a very, like, you know, a deep dive into your personality, your natal chart, who you are, all areas of life, I had posted that there on the community sections tab. Now, we had lots of volunteers, lots of people who were interested. But here is the question. I want to kind of preface that. So for those who are interested in that, I want to make a disclaimer and be open and forthcoming. If you are interested in that, I need to make sure you also know that you'll have to use StreamYards to come hang out when we do that one. It'll be planned in advance. You'll have the time. You'll know in advance. And it won't be at 2 a.m., okay? But separately from that, it's going to be a little invasive. So if you're not comfortable with having me dissect parts of your life, then I don't recommend you volunteer for that. So with that being said, please send me an email if you are still interested and want to be part of that process. That's separate, okay? But the reality is that I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. I don't want anyone to be put on the spot. A deep dive is quite a bit of a deep dive. So if you're not comfortable with us opening up areas of your life, then I don't want you to be pressured or be misled. So if you still would like that, then I would like to know those who do. Please email me, and I'm happy to do it. Okay? Yes. I just felt that I should have made the disclaimer because, again, a lot of people, they say yes, 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 which is amazing. I'm so happy because we're going to do those periodically anyways. So I need several volunteers so that we can do that in between the other segments I'm rolling out. But I don't want to put anybody in a position where they're not comfortable. So if you're not comfortable with us dissecting your life, please don't volunteer, okay? If you are comfortable with having me dissect your life, then absolutely volunteer. It's gonna be a very good growth experience for you, for sure. We're gonna cover a lot of things. So the volunteers are gonna really get the most value because we're gonna go through their life and I'm gonna cover categories in their life, what may have shown up for them, what might be happening in their experience today, various elements. But again, they must be comfortable with us doing that. I want your permission first. So yes, email me if that's okay with you. Then I'll make a new list. I have about 40 names, but I thought about it and I was like, well, people might volunteer because for various reasons. Please volunteer if you are okay with the invasive piece, please. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable or unprepared for me to kind of go in the weeds. And if you know me, then not in a bad way, but on average, most people aren't ready to face parts of their life. So that's why I say that. All right. Thank you, Danielle G. Thank you. I hope that Danielle G is still interested in it. Hi, Abby. Nice to meet you as well. And nice to meet you as well. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be pleasant about it, but in that deep dive of your natal chart, we're gonna probably open a lot of things that either you may not be aware that are closed, or number two, parts of yourself that you don't want to face. And so that's why I don't want to put people on the spot in a public position where they feel uncomfortable. That's why I'm restating this, and that's why I have not made announcements on that video yet, because I want real volunteers who are totally okay with that. Please email me. Please email me and let me know you heard this and you are totally down for it. right? Now, of course, it's still going to be a very great thing. It's a great experience for those who want to pursue growth into their whole persona, into their whole life experience, where they have lived thus far, where they're going, areas of their life that maybe they may have some blockages, areas where they've had some hardships, things they may have to overcome. So again, this is only for those who are okay with that on the spot, all right? What happened, Plumie? I hope Plumie applies. Not applies, but I hope some fun people apply. Request it. I do. I hope so. Is this a dark secret? No, there's no dark secrets. No dark secrets at all. So I do hope that, hold on, that Danielle and, well, I don't want to put anybody, I don't want to pressure anybody, okay? Yes, you are. So Christy, so whomever is here, let's just do a quick poll, because if you're here in this chat and you're down for that, tell me right now. I still need you to email me though, but still tell me. So Christy V35. Okay. So, and just so you guys know, I never abandoned the idea of what I was doing. I wanted to make sure that people had the right understanding for your volunteering, okay? Danielle G says yes. Are there anybody else who would like that? So Abby, Tamara, Jess, Teresa. Okay. If y'all can email me. Did Plumie agree or not? Did we pressure her? You know. Plumie, we were saying if you were going to be, if you're okay, if you're comfortable with us dissecting parts. If you're not, there's no pressure, but we are pressuring. No, we're not. I can't say I cannot say I'm pressuring anybody to do it. But if you're interested, I do want to know that. Okay, I do. I also know that Robbie also agreed and asked. You know, he wants to participate. So I will also remember if he's still up for that, and I'll do him as well. Now, this is not going to be in one night where we do all these things. Nope. It'll be over the course of time, but I want to make sure we're on the same page. My email is this one. Hold on, guys. All right. You're lost. Plumie, you're not lost. You're never lost here. You're never lost, Plumie. What I was saying was that anybody who wanted to volunteer for me to do an invasive deep dive into their personality based on their natal charts, to volunteer. But I didn't want people to volunteer. If you're weak, please don't volunteer, because it's not the right thing to volunteer for. So if you are pretty good, then I suggest you volunteer, because I don't want anyone to feel, scared. Does that make sense or not? That's enough on this topic. So, like I said, email me if you're willing, okay? That way I can move on to the next topic. All right, that one's done. I don't want to repeat myself there much longer, but we got the gist of it. Hi, Debbie Hodges. How are you? Ow.
to me.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Have you seen? Okay. Okay. Alrighty, that's good. All right, here's the back. All right. Okay. Gen Z heels. All right, now, okay, so I already covered the other parts for that part, all right? So I'm not gonna cover that anymore. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so one. Oh yeah, my notes. Okay, hold on, my notes. Yeah, that's what my whole point was. That. Thank you. I'm back on track. I am back on track. Put these over here so I can come back to those later. Ooh, oopsies. All right. There we go. Alrighty. So I'm going to begin right here. Well, and I know I'm going to timestamp this because I know I do tend to sometimes get a little sidetracked, and I don't want anyone to feel, you know, let's see here. Okay, so we're only 35 minutes in. So prior to that, I'll say, you know, welcome and announcements. Okay. Separate. Hey, Finley, how are you? I have not checked my emails. I'm sorry. I'm like doing the best that I can. That's all, guys. So, all right. So from here, let me start with our topic. Did I freeze? Am I still here or not? That's impossible. That is impossible. Hmm. All right. I'll tell you this much. Well, for anybody that is frozen, maybe go on and come back in. Hi, Patricia. How are you? Okay. Good God. I'm telling you. Thank you. So if we're all good, we're good. All right, so I'm go back. I'm gonna focus here again, okay? Hopefully, if there is any disruption, can someone please let me know? Maybe put like a big emoji so I can see that's happening. Because I don't know if it's happening. So please let me know, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. All right, hold on. I want to refocus for a second. Let me just stand up and get back down because I just want to be focused. I'm not focused. Please, if it's buffering, someone message me with a big emoji in there so I can recognize that that's a problem. Please. I got my ice cubes ready. What is in this ice cubes? Freshen up my Sprite. That way when I sit down, I'll be back up again. Oh, yeah. All right, awesome, guys. I'm better now. Thank you guys for giving me that moment of time. Thank you so much. I'm better. feel much better, guys. Yay. So, okay. Oh, I can't even see what's going on here. Hold on, I can't see anything. Hopefully I'm good still. All right. So at least I know at this point I am, all right, 48. Hey, Casey, me too. I haven't seen you in forever. I thought you forgot about me. Thought you abandoned me. All right, let me get my notes. All right. Oh, my eyeballs. What's that? Okay. I'm just reading my own notes. That's all, guys. That's all. That's what I'm doing. In case you're wondering, that's all. Yeah. All right. Hopefully, my eyeball doesn't upset me here. I have very sensitive eyes. Really, I do tremendously. So I hope that they're all right. My eyeball. Sorry. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to get them out of my eyeball. I'm serious. I get a mirror. I'll look at myself right here. Hold on. Let's see if I get this out of my eyeball. Oh my God, I can't see nothing. Nothing's there. I think it's gonna be okay. Okay. So sorry if I'm distracted here. It is bothering me. Just a little bit, that's it. I think there's a piece of hair there actually. Hold on. Okay, it's better. So there, I'll just do that. I have my notes here and both here, my phone there. So it's weird. Okay. I'm just talking to myself. That's it. Okay. So I'm going to start right around here. Yeah. Got it. Okay. All right. Yes, I love talking to myself. I talk to myself all the time, guys. I am not ashamed of that. I think it's a very healthy tactic to do, I always have, so. Sarah 88, hi. Dallas, Texas, hello. Carmen, hello. Casey, Finley. And so Casey says she did not abandon me, although it felt like I was, but that's okay. She says that she has the 2 children homeschool. Aw. And then Nishi Koff, hello and welcome. Dallas, Texas says, you're unforgettable. Well, I hope that's a compliment. I'm gonna take it as a compliment for sure. I'm gonna try my best too. So, all right. Good God. So, all right. We are officially going to get started on the video's title. This is going to be the new rollout. If you missed the beginning, you know, the point of this live stream is to roll out a new segmentation to my channel. I don't know if I should call it a mini series. It's, you know, the verbiage is not really important to me. I mean, that's like more like aesthetics, but it's going to be a series of, maybe a segmentation is the best way to kind of classify it to let everyone know what we're going to be doing. Yeah, I don't have the right verbiage for, you know, what I want to call it, but I do know for sure it's a segmentation. This is one new rollout on my channel, one of many, but this is one in and of itself. So I'm not going to cover all the segments that I'll be rolling out, but this is one of them that I believe is very important for all people who are interested in just life itself, because whether that means you are into personal development or you're looking just to kind of, you know, work your creative endeavors, you may be someone who, you know, is looking to figure out how do you move forward with the current, you know, health crisis. You know, that the economy is absolutely going to be affecting all segments of business. Whether you want to realize it or not, maybe some of you have recognized that things are going to shift, whether we want them to or not. So it's not a matter of our preference. It's a matter of how we respond, how we react to the epidemic, the pandemic, you know. It's a matter of what we choose to do and how we move forward, how we evolve forward, how we advance ourselves forward as an individual person. Even if you don't work, right? But you still will be affected. If you do work, you're absolutely affected. And everyone in between. Children, you know, are affected. The elderly, everyone's affected. I don't care who you think you are. This is a very important segmentation that will cover all the gamut of people. So it's very inclusive. It's not, you know, just, you know, geared toward people who do work, people who don't. If you have ideas, if you have, you know, projects, this is really everybody who is aware. This is for everyone who's aware of just themselves, because if you don't even have the self-awareness, then I don't expect for you to understand this topic or this segmentation. So there's no personal feelings. If you don't understand, I'm not mad, but this is for those who understand that we are all affected. Our way of life is affected. How we do business is affected. How we transact as consumers is affected. Every pillar that exists in our experience that we understand it today is going to be affected. So if you don't know how you are part of the process, well, then, you know, I don't know what to tell you. But if you do understand that you are still a player in this process, right? No matter where you are in that little funnel, no matter where you are in those pieces, this is a reality that is inescapable. So you can choose to be oblivious. You can choose to stay in distraction. You can choose to just ignore things right? You have that choice. So I'm not talking to you if that's what you are. So we're talking to people who understand that we have to figure out how we move forward. Not only that, right? Let's just say you are, even if you are a mom, right, and you have kids, your kids go to school, right? Or let's just say your kids are grown and out the house and you're still like a mom. You have like maybe passions, you have a lot of things when you go to the store. So if you're alive and you go to the store, whatever, gas station, a Hobby Lobby store, a crafts and arts store, you are going to be impacted. So my point is that wherever you fall on that level is a real thing, right? So it's not about debating where we all are. It's not. What we're doing here in this rollout, this segmentation is about, here is how we all take what's happened and apply it to how we move ourselves forward in a very methodical, intelligent, and practical way in a group setting. This will be a group setting process. This will be very interactive. This process, this segmentation, this rollout that I'm doing is going to be a weekly live stream where we all come together. I will make sure I title it with the week and the day. That way you know when we come out here and do this discussion. That way there's no confusion. You'll know all the details. All right. So this is going to be I'm going to express and explain and give you all the details of what you can expect in this rollout, this segmentation. If you have never in your life been part of a process, and most people have not, so let me restate that. Most people, and it's just a fact, a lot of people, like 99% of people, have never had like a mentor in their life. 99% of people don't even understand how to develop their own existing skill sets. 99% of people don't know where to begin. They don't have the blueprint. They don't know, there's no process. People are just, in general, even without the epidemic, okay, people fall in that category. So I know, more importantly, people fall there regardless of the epidemic. They most certainly fall there now. And maybe now they're more alert. They're more aware of what they're going to do, how they're going to survive. And I'm not just saying for those who are looking for like how they figure out their work stuff. I'm talking to those because we're all affected. So let's just say you're a very creative person. You like to paint, you like to draw, you have a lot of projects. You're still affected as well. So there's no one who's like not in the process, okay? So I want to at least state that. Oh, Dad. So. Why is this doing this to me? Hold on. Okay. Okay, great. That works. All right, I'm good there. Thank goodness with that. Okay, so hi, Kristen, how are you? Even if you don't really have the interest to pursue or better yourself, it's a great opportunity for this to be the calling card for you, to be the moment of time where you finally decide to do something for yourself that's different than what you've already known to do, right? Let's even remove the crisis and the pandemic and the economy and the business sector and people who are losing their jobs. let's remove that just for a moment. Let's just pretend it's every other day, but even more importantly, the current time that we're in, the reality. Have you ever had a person to mentor you and guide you into how and what to do and to coach you through the process? I don't know if you have. I never had. I mean, so more than likely, no, and unless you're one of the very rare people who had, different things. And if you did, that's amazing. That's totally amazing. It is. So I'm not denying those elements, but oftentimes we've all, as most people, we come into the world, all we know, we have our parents and they do the best they can, right? And sometimes it isn't what we hope it to be from our parents. Sometimes we're not getting all the guidance that we need. And we can hold some resentment about, well, they should have done X, Y, and Z for me. And then this would have been better than this. Or if my life would have been a different direction from the very beginning, then, I'd have a different life. And all right, we can think about those elements, but at the end of the day, we are here. We are here. And our parents did the best they could do with what they understood of conscious awareness. And then their parents, the best that they could do with their conscious awareness. So so let's remove ourselves from how we got here and focus here. Same thing with the pandemic. Well, if the government would not have done X, Y, and Z, if they would have reacted faster, sooner, if so-and-so country this, if this, the reality is we're here. That is my point. Reality is that we're here together. We are here together. So it's not about why we're here in this moment, physically, not the why or the higher wire, the physical why we're here, how we got to this crisis or this current set of circumstances. It's not about that. It's about we are here. And now it is going to require us to figure out and navigate how we move forward as a collective and how we actually bring ourselves to a position to better the experience, because it is up to us. It is up to us to do that. Now, that's a big task for even an individual who's not prepared, who doesn't have the guidance, the mentorship. There's no one that maybe they've ever looked up to in that manner. I understand that. I completely understand that. Or other people, they've never had anybody or a situation or a crisis to put their feet to the fire to figure out, hey, you know what? I have been slacking off. I've been in my comfort zone for too long. And so, there was no reason, burning situation to force a person to go out of their comfort zone. So here is the beauty of it all. We have a lot of people in the world, right, with different places of how they got to this place. We're all here no matter what. We are here in this moment, whether we like it or not. So it's not about why we got here, how we got here, who's at fault, who's not at fault. It doesn't matter, but we are here. All right. So that is what I want to focus in on. And I'm going to help us walk us through what we do. I'm going to tell you what my game plan is here as a collective. So let me just check in with everybody here in the chat. Let me know. What are you guys thinking? Let me know. Let me know. Yes, Sarah, yes. So here is how, so I'm waiting to see if we're on the same page. That's before I go further. Are we on the same page, everybody? We understand that we're coming from various different aspects, various different places, information, experiences, but we're still all here in the predicament, and how we evolve is going to be up to us. So that is I'm just checking in, gauging the temperature here. Are you guys with me? Are you following me? If you're not, that's okay, but let me know. Let me know. All right. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, guys. Okay. All right. So so regardless of the reasons why we got here, and regardless of how we're all differently experiencing the process, right? Because those are true facts, right? We are here. And I want to make one more macro statement about humanity and then go into the details. So, the macro picture, well, from one moment of time. So regardless of your beliefs of the health element, the crisis, right? It's absolutely going to have effects to the societies, the culture. You're right. It's creating more of, people may not be listening or recognizing or having the awareness to discern, but I mean, I certainly do. I have noticed it. Beyond just how we go to work or go to the store or go get gas in your car, beyond those basic transactions, what's really also happening, which is, I feel, unfortunate, but also even through adversity, there are a lot of moments of growth that you can harness to your favor, to your benefit, which I'm going to help us do here. Or you can be part of those who throw their hands up in the air and say, well, it's not my fault. I didn't ask for this. Okay. So with that being said, oftentimes in life, whether there's civil wars, we're not going to cover history or politics. No, we're not. But regardless of your beliefs, your political understanding, beyond that, in life, right? We've seen many economic cycles and many movements as far as civilization, okay? So whether you went to school or not, it's a reality. There has been many civil experiences where humanity takes a stand, they don't take the stand, they, accept, they agree. So I'm not going to cover those things. All I'm saying is that we know that's a reality. Whether it makes us uncomfortable to consider it or not, that's still very true and very real. We're not going to go into that on my channel, but it's a reality. And so with that, oftentimes they will use these moments. They're very real experiences, but they will leverage the hardships of Americans. I'm referring to America, but globally. They will leverage the hardships of human beings and civilizations to sometimes divide and conquer. They will use these moments purposefully, strategically, and methodically for other agendas. Now, that's not the point of this live stream, but I think it's important just to say those things, because no matter what civil war we had before, or unrest, or the depression, or the recession we had before, or this boom and that boom, either way, they leverage these historical events to take us out of the game. And they do. And they'll weed out the people purposefully. They're not doing it how they weed them out is, well, the strong will survive, the weak will perish, the sick will die, the this will that, right? It doesn't have to be that way unless you allow it to be that way. And it's not anyone's fault. Again, I brought this up, but it's not anyone's fault. Of course not. It's not. And it doesn't matter how we got here, but we are here. And my segmentation, this rollout is going to be on what we do, how we move forward, and how we better ourselves. And it's a very strategic design. Trust me, this is really, in my mind, impressive. But that's my thoughts. Maybe you guys won't think so, but that's just my thoughts. So yes, history is number one, it repeats itself. Number two, there's always like a gazillion agendas. They'll leverage situations, they'll leverage the hardships. They're going to leverage it because that is just the way it works. So it's not important to debate the structures. Those social constraints exist. I know this. They will always exist. They will always persist. But what you can do to be part of this process is understand and be part of the movement forward versus being a victim in oblivion. That's all. So are y'all with me or not? Okay. Okay. So thank you, Danielle G. I knew I got somebody with me who is aware of the information, right? Thank you, Danielle G. Thank you so much. I'm going to count on you, Danielle. I'm really going to count on you for sure, okay? I really am. So here we go. So we know we're in this situation. And so if anybody, if you're in the chat, whether you're a moderator or not, if you can help let people know in the chat here where we're at on the topic, please help me let them know. That way I can stay focused here. But I don't want them to feel, we don't know what we're doing. Hey, Shell. Love you, Shell. So for those who have been here, I know that people who are coming back in and out, if you can let them know in a very kind of quick manner, not by me, I have to stay focused here on the topic, but if you guys can help them, brief them a little bit, I'm going to count on you guys, okay? Thank you. All right. So we know we're here. We can't change the pandemic. We are pretty much, if you want to, I don't ever like to be a victim. I don't, and I won't. But for those who understand it that way, yeah, we are all, victims of this pandemic that we have no control over, that we don't have any control over. We could think that we do. We can argue for X, Y, and Z this or X, Y, and Z that, but the reality at the end of the day, the macro viewpoint is, what are we going to do about it as individuals, and how we, as individuals, as consumers, as humanity, as everything, okay? And so most people in their life have never had like a mentor, a guide, anybody to lead them. That is the reality. I can guarantee you. 99% of people it's probably 95%, because the 1% are the wealthiest. They probably had a lot of mentors and guides. The other 4% are maybe like they just had special situations where, they had that. But a majority of people have never had a mentor, a guide to lead them, to explain, to have a process. That's just fair, okay? So given the fact that we are in this as a collective, and the way that we do business as a humanity, as a species, as consumers, right? You go to the store, you're going to get gas. A lot of things, guys, are going to have dramatic shifts, okay? Also, other industries like education, health, a lot of elements, guys, these pillars that support humanity will be undergoing much transformation. That's reality. It's a reality. So All right. Let me lower my AC. I do. Lower my AC. But I'm hoping for the most part, guys, that you're following me, you're with me. Even if you're just kind of joining and kind of figuring out what we're doing, maybe rewind a little bit and come back. That way you can be more on the same page. So yeah. Before I go to now I'm going to unfold the next part, which is the rollout. Okay, it is. All right. Oh, is it too loud? Okay. All right. Let me go lower that background. Let me lower that real fast. Hi, Black Rose. How about that? Is that better? Should be better. I lowered the volume. I did. Should be better now. I got some cold ice cubes. I'm dehydrating. Y'all know I talk really fast, right? All right, I'm coming back. Uh-oh, it said, am I still watching? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Sorry. Yes, I am. Yes, to the background, which is a very low-key one. Please. Yes, that's it. All right. Okay. So let's continue, okay? Okay. Thank you. So we're gonna continue. Angelina, a little bit, yes. I haven't followed too much of the other. I've been staying focused mostly on, but yes, I'm aware. Yes, I'm aware. I am. Those are true. Those are true things, Debbie Hodges. Yes, they are. So, yes, you guys are welcome to talk about that here in the chat. I have no problem with that. I'm going to stay focused on what we're going to do here, but those are realities for sure. All right. So, given the fact that we are in a moment of time, why is it so gosh damn freezing in here now? I have it at 66. I think 68 is decent. Fuck. Sorry. I do get hot, but that's a little too cold. So regardless of, those are realities that are absolutely true. Yes. But I'm going to stay focused on what we, not the aftermath, but it's more about if you've noticed, if you've been on my channel for however long or short that you have been with my channel, then you will know that I'm a positive person. I'm optimistic, but I do face and accept realities. Like, I'm not oblivious to, you know, what is really taking place, you know. So I don't want anyone to feel like there are real situations taking place that are very real for a lot of people, for sure. A lot of people are dying. A lot of people are suffering. Hospitals don't have what they need. There's a deficit of people and resources and materials and healthcare supplies. So those are real things. So I don't want anyone to feel I'm being insensitive to those elements. Those are real things. We are lacking a lot of items. That's real, right? So regardless of what happened, how it happened, we still are, as a collective, as people. Like Michelle, I'm not sure if she's still here. She said her husband worked at the hospital. They don't have the supplies they need. They don't have all the supplies. That's so difficult. Oh, she is here. Okay. Yeah, right, Shell. Can you tell us? I mean, her husband works at the hospital and they don't even have the supplies to I don't want to assume it, but based on what I saw, all the videos, even the nurses and the doctors, they can barely protect themselves as they're treating and helping the patients coming in with whatever their needs are. That's scary. I mean, like, my goodness, my heart does go out to all the people on the front line. It doesn't matter who created this situation. It doesn't matter what country did it. Really, we're still here. And if you heard me, I began this with, we are all still here. Regardless of what happened, how it happened, whose fault it is, those elements, they're important, yes. But what's more important is that we are here, right? They are what? Yes, they are a shirt. Yes, they are a shirt. Sure. Oh, masks and bleach wipes. Yeah. You know, those are people who are putting their own life and health at risk on the front line. That's a reality. We as individuals, if we're not in that field, we don't have anything close to us in that field, we don't know that. Or we're not as maybe affected, but it's still a real situation. Those things are still happening for sure. What's COPD? So those are real situations, people. Those are real things, okay? Oh, it's a lung disease? Oh my goodness. I didn't know what that was. Good God, really? Well, if he has that, that's even more detrimental that he's even handling the COVID patients, right? I'm not trying to put fear here. I'm just expressing the realities that are very real. They're very real. We're going to all come from different opinions, different experiences, right? If you have a person who in your family, your spouse, a family member very close to you who works in the healthcare, you're going to be seeing more of it. If you live in a very dense, populated area, you're going to see more in your face because it's a reality. Like, that's a reality. So let's be mindful. We're all having different experiences. People who are in like Timbuktu, there's no cases where they live. They don't even understand there's a pandemic. Seriously. People who live in areas where there's no maybe population, if you're not in a very metropolitan city, more than likely nothing seems out of the normal. I don't know. I don't live in one of those areas, but the reality is we all are human beings and we're coming from different exact experiences, right? Can we agree with that? So, hey, Don Greenaway, I didn't see you come in. Hi, Emmy. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Danielle. So yes, we can sit here as a group and not here physically, but we can, as individual people in our own lives, family, friend, we can sit here and face the pain parts, which are still real. Those pain points don't change. That's a real thing. People are really dying. People are really dying. So people are really dying. And yes, so and there are risks associated with anything in life. It doesn't matter what's happening, there are risks that are very much associated. So, what I'm trying to bring together is an integration that we are going to come from various experiences, various perspectives. If you live in a very isolated area where there's no, no cases, then maybe you probably blow off the thing because you're like, well, I'm not affected directly, and what's the big hype? Or you're in a very densely populated area and you're like, oh my God, people are dying left and right. So, that is a true reality that exists for a lot of people. And again, like I said, there's no point in spending our time or spinning our wheels, our energy on who did it, why it happened, how it could have been prevented. Let the people in power, they're there, whether we want them to be there or not, they're there. They have to figure that out, how they can remove that going forward, right? They have to reduce the risk and make changes, right? Let them do that. We don't have a say in that. We can think we have a say. We don't have a say. We really don't. But we do. We have voting power, yes. But again, I'm being practical here. So we don't really control the bigger picture. We don't. We're just human beings. And so the beauty is that we come from so many various angles and points, right? But we're all human, and every one of our own experiences are very valid to each ourselves, right? For sure. We can try to, sit here and divide ourselves based on, well, it's this country's fault, it's this president's fault, we should have been more prepared, we should have had preventive measures, we should have our own supply, we should have had this. Okay, well, that is true. I'm not debating that. That's reality, yes. I'm not debating that, but I'm saying that we don't really control those elements, and we have no power in those conversations. They're real, though. We can vote, yeah, but we can vote all day long, left and right. That still ain't going to change whatever is meant to be. But here is how we do come into our own personal power. Here is how we do come into our own personal sovereignty. We know that we can't change the big conglomerate. We know these social constructs and these pillars that have, in existence for eons and eons and eons are going to be there. And even if we vote and and new bills are passed, I'm not minimizing that. But we as individual people, we're still here with the aftermath. We're still here with the elements, right? The results of it. Like, we don't get to say, well, we're here with it in our own manner, but we're here with it for sure. And so we can come together for sure. We can come together on common ground for sure. Yeah. And in life, guys, whenever we have such major tragedy, major upheaval, major adversity, you can look at the history books, the ones that are truthful. Sorry, I had to say that. You can be a historian as long as you're a real historian, but the facts of history and what is real, we've had a lot of, as a humanity. I'm not even saying yes, I'm here in the US, so that's my main country, but no matter where you are globally, we've all faced, adversity as a species. All right. And, we come to this world, we come in here, we're born, and there is no blueprint. There's no manual. Oh yeah, at this age you do this. If you have this problem, you do this. That doesn't exist. So those are facts that will persist. And if you've never had like a mentor, if you've never had a guide, if you've never had anyone to help you develop yourself, this is a great time to do so, because we're all in it together. We are all in it together. And so this segment that I'm rolling out is to totally help all of us as a group, right? I cannot force those to participate. This is a free experience. I hope that people who want to be part of this segmentation take it seriously. I hope that people who are on my channel want to hang out when I cover this segmentation. So if you missed the beginning, you heard me say that I'll have a special time and date for this discussion, where how we advance forward individually. And it's going to be, I'm going to walk over this here, but it was important for me to first to discuss and let us know here is where we're at. Here are the facts that we face. And how do we move forward? All right. So if you are here and you support me and my channel, please give this video a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. It really does. It helps it helps YouTube keep, recommending videos to new people. I appreciate that. I'm not part of any community. I'm not. So I have a harder time to probably get people to come hang out because I'm not covering drama and I'm not covering true crime. And there's nothing in the topics I'm covering that I could say, hey, it's not there. And that's okay with me. That's okay. I will grow slowly. I will grow organically, and I will grow with those who want to be part of the growth. And I'm more proud of us who are here because you're here because either you like me as a person and my personality, or maybe the topics I cover. I don't know why you may or may not like me. I certainly hope that you do enjoy being here. If you've spent your time here, I certainly do hope that. So, yes. Thank you, Black Rose. Oh, thank you, Angelina. So sweet. Yeah. Yeah. And for those who have been with me here for a little bit of time, you guys know I cover topics that are on, I would classify the topics from my channel like true mentorship without any without any money involved. Like, I don't say, hey, you have to pay me. Nothing like that happens here. Never. I do this because I believe in it. It's who I am at my core. I don't think anybody can pretend to be that and do it like this. I don't think so. But it's what I want to do. It's part of my, I have various missions that I'm doing in life before I die, and helping humanity and being a contribution is one of them. It is. So, yes. So I do greatly appreciate the people who do come and hang out in the live stream, or if you watch the replays. Either way, I really support that. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. Very, very, very grateful, because I don't have like some lavish topic to hook people in. I don't. I don't, and I don't want to anyways. I want people, I hope that people come here and find out about my channel, and maybe they do like what they see, they don't. I hope that over time, they give me a chance. I know for sure many people have given me a chance who initially didn't like my style of delivery, because it's natural. We see a channel, a host, well, that person might be a little too far out the box here, or I don't know what she's doing there. So it's understandable. I'm okay with that. But it makes me happier when people who have been around and they can see this woman is very consistent. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she stays in her lane. Yes, and I do. I absolutely do. I will never jeopardize my integrity, my character for anything. Anything. Yeah. So just gotta say that. Just gotta say that. The public isn't awake. Oh, thank you, Angelina. Yeah, we all have a purpose. Absolutely, we do. We do. We know the topics that sell. We do. I know them. I mean, there are times where I get hooked in momentarily, and then I unhook myself. Like, oh my God, you know what? I didn't get anything out of it. That's not right of me. You know? All right. So here is the game plan. Here is the process that you can expect. Here is what we're going to do on this segment. Again, this is just one segment. I will harness and I will keep this, but this is the first segmentation, the rollout, and here is what we're going to do, okay? So, well, let me also first state this part because it'll just, maybe you guys know it already. If you've been with me for a while, then you know for sure. If you're new to me, then maybe you don't. But I have been a student of personal development forever. I'm grateful that I have that mentality and that mindset. I am. It also sometimes leaves me alone and by myself because a lot of people aren't always about those things. And I get it, you know, but I say that because since I was probably like, you know what, there's a lot of things about me as a human being that I never learned from external places. They were innate. Now, when I was a kid, of course, I did not know how those elements would affect me later. Because when you're younger, you don't think about, hey, when you do certain things, you don't really think about the magnitude or like the repercussions in a positive way or negative, how they can affect you as a person. But I've gone through a lot of personal development, personal growth at my own will and my own choice over my whole life. I would not have been able to recognize when I was younger those were elements, but I've done the work on myself. So that's the reason why I can say that with confidence. But most people in life don't have someone to guide them. I didn't have anyone to guide me. Like, I wanted desperately wisdom and guidance. I begged and pleaded my family, everybody. I was so capable of more, but there just wasn't nobody to be that for me. And that was so difficult because it was very difficult to accept. I didn't fully accept it, but I had to face those realities. I wanted more for life, for myself. I wanted more for everybody. And I didn't have anybody to look up to in my entire life to be those pillars of guidance. Nothing. Okay. I don't say this in a bad way. I don't blame my parents. They did the best they could. And my family, I was born with it. They only know what they know. I'm not mad about it because they only know what they know because their family and their parents only know what they know. So it's not important for me to say, well, they should have told me more and they should have guided me more. They didn't have it to tell me more. I can pound on my parents. I had before when I was younger. I did. I did. I wanted more and they couldn't give me more. That was younger when I was younger. I had to realize early in my life that they were never going to give me more. And it was up to me. If I really wanted that, I would have to somehow seek that out. I don't know where or how. We're talking about a child. So my point of sharing that is that I have taken a lot of measures of my own personal life and sought out ways to learn more. I've always wanted to learn more. I wanted to learn from experiences and from people who were more, right? And like when you're a kid and you're only in one element of life, all you can see. So I don't blame anybody, because when you're a child, all you know is the life you're born into. You don't know beyond that. You're not supposed to. All you could see is from that lens of perspective. That's all you can see. How can you want more if you don't know more exists? Unless you're different, or, like myself, I was like, no, I know there's more. I'm relentless. I'm resilient. I'm not giving up. There's more. And if my parents can't give it to me, and my family and my school can't, I don't know. I'm never going to give up. I know it kind of sounds intense, because it is, but that is who I am every day of my life. It is. It's the truth. So I say this because I sought out at early ages personal development. Now, back then, it wasn't called that. It was called like self-help. I don't know what category it was called back then. I'm not sure. There was some spiritual stuff. There was some self-help. There was really no category. Guys, we're going back in the day before the internet. All I had was encyclopedias. The encyclopedia, go to the library, the card catalog. I'm laughing, but it's real, okay? And yes. So now, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to go off on a tangent there. I'm laughing at myself. I'm like, I was a kid. Yeah, so I as a young adult, I sought out personal development. It wasn't even called that. It was called something else, man. I don't know what it was called. I would read books. I was very into my spiritual guides. I know if you know me, then you know I'm a very spiritual person. I've had a lot of my spirit guides. Thank God for those guides. Thank God for the head on my shoulders. Seriously, not joking. Not joking. Not at all joking. Not at all joking. And not at all. So, and I don't want to go into this element, but when I saw my family when I was a child, I was like 5, and I was like 10, and I was like 15, and I was like 20, and for sure when I'm older, but I was like, why am I in this family? Like, I really can't figure this shit out, because there is nothing and nobody that resembles who I really am. I don't know why I'm here. Not in the family, these people. I don't recognize them. I know they're my family, but Lord have mercy on my soul. Nobody in my family, that's the best I could say politely. So, I wasn't satisfied with that. I was like, you know what? No, there is more. I know it. And I always knew things. I always do. But when you're a kid, you don't know you just know information, but you don't know what that is. So thankfully, I did pursue different things. And so I'm just trying to what I'm trying to tell you guys is that I have a lot of experience in personal development. That's all I want to say. Years and years of my life. Yes, I am a younger person. I'm only 35. So by no means am I saying decades and decades. But I will tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, I have invested majority of my intentional learning toward developing myself, understanding the world, and my mindset for sure. Yes, I don't know any other person in the world directly, related or like friendship that has invested the money, the time to learn those elements. So I say this because I want you to understand that I don't say the rollout as like, eh, I just want to do this. I'm very passionate and very intentional. And so I hope that you can trust me to lead us through this process. That's my hope. That is my hope, that you guys will give me the opportunity to lead us through this game plan, this rollout. If you don't, all right. But I do hope you can get a chance. I do. I feel you're for sure in a safe place with me. So we're gonna see. But that is what it is. Thank you, Angelina. Who is Lamar? Oh, hey, Lamar. Hey, Ninth Realm. Good to see ya. All right. So, here's the rollout. So I'm going to start this like this. What we need is a strategy. We need a strategy because we have been trained over all the years how to develop traditional skill sets. We've been trained to, conditioned, but trained and conditioned to believe that you have to go to school to pursue a degree. And in that degree, you have XYZ options, and that may have served its purpose in the past. And I'm not knocking down those who are young children or, younger people. We don't have those people on my channel anyways, but I'm not my sister's in college, university, so by no means am I saying that's not important. But here I'm talking to us as adults. We have been trained and conditioned over the years that here are the skill sets that are traditionally accepted in society, and these skill sets gives you only XYZ options, right? And this mindset has been cultivated for years and years and years, and we have a lot of people, older people, in various generations, that are still looking to work, even the children of the baby boomers and all that. And their existing skill sets, if they don't have let's even say, let's take off on the table for like a 4-year education, just to keep it simple here. Back then there may have been trade skills, and even before that there was no trade skills. It was just like you just on the job experience, right? So we have a lot of people in the system of the labor force that have various levels of experience and the way that the current culture, society, the educational system has forced it to be, and the business element, they began to ingrain that you have to have XYZ level of credentials, education in order to attain XYZ outcome. And it was very specific. We may not think about it, but it was very specific. Like, if you go into this career, you have that, right? And that made sense, I guess, for, the decades prior, or like the several decades prior. But where we are right now, and we're actually for a while, that has not been relevant. I'm not dismissing people who are younger children, like my little sister, who goes to university. No, I still encourage her to do what she wants to do. But I'm referring to the older people who have been in the workforce, You're not going to go get a degree. That's insane. I'm very practical. So here is what we do. Here is how we move forward. First, before I go over that, let me just check the pulse. Are you with me or not? Are we okay? Are we good? Are we good? Black Rose, you're so sweet. Big Ben 12, hello. All right, great. Thank you, Danielle. All right, we're going to keep going. So when we each think about our own skill sets, right? And again, this is not a comparison here. We are coming as a unit, as a collective, okay? No, it does not matter what traits you've got. Stay with me here. When we see the workforce, the labor force, the business world, education, trust me when I say we are conditioned societally and everything else to assume, well, that job or that possibility or this requires XYZ credentials or education levels or this or that or this certification, this vocational skill, and therefore it's not an option for me. Not an option for me. Or we say, well, that takes XYZ and I could do that, but my goodness, I can't go back to school. I have a family I'm caring for. I can't do that. And so we automatically remove the possibilities and we even stop thinking about what we can do. I'm going to set the tone for us, okay? So I'm not denying those elements. No, I'm not. I'm not denying them. I had those same elements in my mind too. I did. I mean, I'm very grounded and practical. It's real, But here is where we're at. And here is how, we're coming together. The world, I don't want to just classify this to USA because this is happening across all countries. So it's a global situation. Yes, I'm in the US, but any not third world countries, I don't want to say everybody, but any, countries that have an active economic system and, society. So basically not a third world country. I don't want to say globally, but it does affect all, it is a global situation, but I'm referring to the evolved countries like the US or related countries that have that experience already. They're more advanced. So with this pandemic we've all faced, we can clearly acknowledge that the way we see the world has shifted. And business, before it opens up, and businesses and industries and segments and education and healthcare and so many sectors that are, there are already undergoing the biggest transformation of its time. The segments themselves, like healthcare, education, we can all agree that they're undergoing already a big revolutionary shift that's unheard of. And it doesn't mean that we have all the details figured out yet. No, but we can clearly see the shifts and the changes that are already being rolled out. We can see that. Same thing with education. Even in this crisis, we're seeing, the forcing of children to be online and X, Y, and Z and these elements, okay? Now, I'm minimizing it for this part. I have details about that, but I'm minimizing it to get to the point. So there are some big shifts economically, how we do business, trade and commerce, banking, everything, government and politics, you name it, it's there on the table, okay? So the world today is requiring us as a humanity. Now, no one is saying this because I don't hear it anywhere. But the world today is requiring us as individuals to retool and relook at who we are, our traits, our abilities, our talents, and we get to decide. We get to decide who we are, how we're going to be. We do. So, regardless of the crisis, which is a very thing that we're all forced to face these adversities at the largest level, and you can choose to be, you know, a bystander, or you can choose to be part of, something more for yourself, for your family. If you've never had a mentor in your life, if you've never had something to hold your feet to the fire, if you've never really put the effort into yourself, this is a great time to do so. It's never over. I don't care how old you are, how young you are, it is never over. If you are alive, you have a heartbeat, and you are breathing, you are capable. Yes, you are, of deciding who you want to be for the rest of your lives that exist. Yes, yes. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to be, rolling out this program. When I say that, like, I don't want people to think that there's no money involved here. I don't know what to call it, a series, a segmentation, a program, but there's no money exchange. This is just me, as me being me, and rolling this out for those who want to participate and be involved. So I'm going to be rolling this out as a strategy. We as human beings, we need a strategy to look at ourselves a little bit different, take the time, have somebody to guide us and lead us through. Let's look at who we really are, who we have already been. Let's distinguish the traits, the talents, the abilities, and let's dive deep into how we can pull out the best of ourselves and write those things down. It's a process. This is not an overnight thing. That's why it's a whole segmentation. All right. You've probably never had anyone ask you these things ever in your life. If you have, then you're a step ahead of other people. If you haven't, which most people have not, this is a great time to figure out who you are at this age of your life. I don't know how old are you, and have you felt like you've given up on your life? If you have felt that this is a lost cause, or that the majority of your life is over, if you have felt that, this is the time. This is the time to say, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. And I have more to do while I'm here. If you fall there, this is for you. If you have no interest in that, then I understand. So I am going to be helping us dive into our personalities, and there's several components I'm going to give you the links to. That way you can decipher parts of yourself, and then those, you'll be reflecting on those personality tests and stuff like that to help yourself, right? To help yourself figure out. Let's go over our individual strengths. And hold on, let me back up here. I jumped the gun just a little bit. Hold on. Hold on. So we all have a personality, and part of that is like hardwired. So we sometimes blur the lines of traits, characteristics of ourselves, weaknesses, strengths. We sometimes blur the line with, well, is that who I am, or is that changeable? So that's why I am saying to all of us who want to be a part of the program here is to take the personality test that's going to tell you about your cognitive skills. This is going to help you and be part of the group. I took it myself. I'll take it again, because in life, if you've taken it before, take it again. because it does change over your life, because as you're at one age and time and a different time, your whole life experiences and how you react does shift and change. So the first phase of this rollout is going to be, let's go over our personality, the part that we are hardwired for. And the second part of this first part is going to be looking at our individual strengths and weaknesses. That way, we as a group can discern, here are some traits that are hardwired into us. Here are some strengths that we have, they're shining strengths and talents. And then here are areas where there are known weaknesses. And then with all that, as a, I guess a pool, whatever, we're going to look at identify and distinguish the hardwired elements, the ones that could be adjusted or enhanced or polished up. That's the first process, guys, because the second process is uncovering interests and things that maybe pique your curiosity and things you love to do. We're going to blend them all together, right, over the course of time. This is only part one, phase one. Identifying and distinguishing hardwired elements and adjustable ones. And then strengths, talents, weaknesses. And then from there, then we can look at, let's brainstorm, right? Let's brainstorm and look at, based on who we individually are, and mine will be different than yours, everyone's will be different. So when we have the information, then we can, as a group, collectively let's look at possibilities. Let's brainstorm together. Let's use our brains together. I will lead us through it. And we're going to look through all the elements and see, based on, X, Y, Z, hardwired elements, fixated, adjustable, talents, let's focus on your strengths, and then let's see, based on your interests, right, wherever your passions exist, right, and even uncovering the passions is a separate step, but that is part of it. We're going to dive deep. Have you ever gone through a process like this? If you have, tell me. If you have not, let me know. Let me know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the link to the personality test that I suggest for everyone to be part of. I'm going to also put the link to the Zoom. I have a Zoom. If you guys know what the application Zoom is, it's a conferencing call. Okay, so every Wednesday, we're going to have a segmentation, and you'll see it titled segmentation. So at that hour, on a weekly basis, we're going to all come on the live stream, but separately from the live stream, separately from there, the Zoom application on your phone, you just download the application. It's free. And we're going to have it's like a group chat for those who want to participate there. You don't have to put your personal information. There's nothing like that. It's very basic. You put whatever name you want it to be. That's it. That way you can be part of the chat for this segmentation, okay? It's a very professional network. Zoom is it's very professional for businesses. Schools use it. There's nothing else around that. That's what it is. And that's where we're going to be doing I will lead the conference calls, and no one's on camera, it's just like an audio thing. It could be if you want to be on camera, you don't have to be. But it's pretty much just like an audio conferencing call. It's a very professional business service, Zoom, all right? And yeah. So phase one of this segmentation is, let's hang out, let's go through it. And also, guys, I will also go through it and put myself on the line. This is about creating a new vision of yourself. Think about this. Where we are today is not where we're going to be going forward, we get to choose and decide how we evolve ourselves and advance over the course of time. We can choose to not participate. You have that option. You absolutely have that option. Or you can just hang out. And you don't have to fully participate. So let's just say you're kind of interested, but you're not fully sure. I suggest you still participate. You don't have to be fully engaged. I feel certain that you're going to enjoy it enough where whenever your comfort zone allows you to be more of a full participant, then you're there already in it and you're with us, right? So don't feel pressured that you're not sure if you're going to fully engage the whole way. I strongly suggest, if you are interested, to be with us and watch it all unfold. I will be there leading it. I'll put myself on the line, and those who want to be there in that process too. And then as you feel comfortable, you can decide how much, how less you want to participate. But if you've never had anybody be a mentor or a coach or a guide, never had anybody help lead you through a blueprint, a framework, this would be the calling card for you. It is. If you don't, that's okay. No worries. But I do suggest that you give yourself the chance you never had before. Let me help you. I'm going to help myself and all of us together. So yeah, that's the main thing, guys. And I will reveal my own personality chart, which I know what it is already. But I'm going to put myself on the line too. Absolutely. I'm going to create my own vision. So let's say you're someone who likes to have plans and visions. This is definitely for you. I'm going to put my own plan and my own vision together live, all of us together. I don't get to escape the process. I am doing it. I'm leading it, but I will absolutely be a very active participant in it and hold myself accountable. We're going to be there as a group. Okay. So here is and let's just say you have a lower self-esteem, lower confidence. We're going to be building up yourself. I am going to help build up who you already are. Even if you feel at one point in your life you were confident and then maybe some health things came along and now you don't feel as confident. I'm going to help us and each and every one of you who choose to hang out with us in this segmentation. I'm going to help you. We're going to build up your self-worth. This is invaluable, guys. I mean, to me, it's absolutely. That's why I'm so intensely excited about it, because people legitimately, yeah, I'm not going to make that statement. No. So, yes. We're going to build your confidence, your self-worth. A part of it can be like knowing who you now are at this age in life, at this age, however old you are, however young you are, we're going to build you up based on who you are at this time. Yes, happy. Yes. Alrighty. So this is going to be an experience, an adventure. Let me go ahead and put the link. That way, if you all want to do it now, you can do it, okay? I will put the link in here. And if you've taken it before in your life, then I suggest taking it again, because you never know. Sometimes you answer questions one way, and if you're not sure if your results, take it again. It's a free test. There's no money involved here. This is a free test. Just Shelly. How are you, sweetie? I haven't seen you for a while. Thank you for coming, hanging out. Oh, where the heckers? I know, happy yours is done. Hold on, I gotta find that link. Hold on. I got it. Edit, copy, edit, paste. All right, here is the link for those who would like the link. That it's a free personality test. Oh my gosh, that was not it. Hold on. Hey, see my tutu, how are you? Good to see you. Edit, copy, edit, paste. Okay, I got it. Here is the link. So it'll be very fun though. Here is the link for the personality test. It's a free test. It takes about maybe 10 minutes. Approximately. Oh, there you go. Oh no. Just send. Okay, finally it went, I think. I think it finally went. All right. Here is the test. All right. Yes, yes, Carolyn, yes. So if you've taken it before in your life, which some people have, that's wonderful. I still strongly suggest you take it again at this point because in life, guys, our personalities, who we are, does shift over time. We evolve, all right? So that's step number one. Now, there's more. That was just the first little piece, but that was, I feel that we covered the gist of what we're gonna be doing. Now I'm gonna cover like the fun stuff. Well, I mean, it's all fun to me, but now it's the fun stuff. All right, it's the fun stuff now. Yes, see my tutu? Yes, it is a Myers-Briggs personality test that has been around for I don't know how long. A lot of institutions make the kids take it for like college, universities, a lot of businesses, corporations, a lot of personal development. They have a person take their test because this helps the person, number one, know elements of themselves, right? Number two, it helps if there's a mentor or a guide, it helps the mentor also guide the person. It'll help me help guide you individuals on elements of yourself. It's a process. It's a fun thing. It's free. I love stuff like personality tests. There's so many you can take, but this one is a pretty good one. I took it when I was like maybe 8 years ago. I took it again today, or not today. I took it again like maybe a few months back. I had the same results, but I know my personality is pretty straightforward. And I'm so happy to go over my own results too. That way you can hear me too. I'm not gonna I'll be part of the process too, for sure. Fun. Yep. All right, now. So if you're gonna be joining us in this fun experience, it's a fun experience. Maybe I will do another video. Well, I will no matter what. I want people to know it's a fun experience to be part of, for sure. Absolutely. Here is the Zoom application. So if you want to be part of this, I suggest you download Zoom, on your phone, that or your laptop, wherever you want to use it. But I use my phone a lot. So download Zoom so that you can be also part of like the interaction. All right. It's a free thing. There's no money here. It's just a fun process. You'll learn more about yourself. I'm going to be a mentor and a guide for all of us through the process. I would recommend you hang out with us there for sure. Here is the link. Thank you, Happy. The Zoom link, hold on. All right, here it is. Wait, that's not it. What the hell? Hold on. Huh. That's not it. Hold on. All right, hold on. I'll find it here. It's in my thing here. Oh, here it is. I found it. No, this is for Apple. Oopsies. That is the Apple one. Let's say you don't have Apple or an iPhone. Okay, hold on. Here is the other link where you can just download it on your device or your wherever. Okay. I will also, hold on, put this in the description and I'll pin it to the comments. Hold on. Description and pin comments. The personality test and the Zoom link, the Zoom one. Okay. Here it goes. Edit, copy, edit, paste. Okay. I do not mind if you guys go take it and come back. I don't mind. I'm here hanging out for a little bit, okay? Unless you want to do it later, up to you, okay? But I'm going to make sure I put there, okay, so. And, hold on. Yeah. Oh yeah, the fun stuff. Okay, so okay. Yep. Okay. Okay, hold on. It's over here. All right, hold on. Put this to the side. Okay. Now, all I'm gonna do now, so whether you decide to go the latest one, Angelina? Oh, you did, Danielle, did you? You did? I love it. I love it. So I do suggest if you've taken before, take it again. It doesn't hurt you to take it again, unless you're distinct and you know it. So if you've taken it, then go ahead and forward it to my email account right here. Okay, hold on. Oopsies, hold on. Hold on, I messed up, sorry. Send me the results, okay? Oh, Danielle, probably never, sweetie. I don't have any tests that tell me that. So mine is, in case y'all want to know, mine is the architect. I'm the architect in the personality thing. I definitely know I have it printed somewhere, but I am the architect. So send me it by the email. That way we can all know who's going to participate. And let me know if you choose to participate. When you send it to me, I'll know that you're that serious. But download the Zoom app. That way you can be part of the actual experience. And even if you're not sure how much you want to participate, I still suggest you hang out with us because maybe you want to see what it's like first and not be fully engaged. Totally cool with me. But don't shortchange yourself. Don't cut yourself out of possibilities. Even if you're not ready to be out of your comfort zone, I understand that. It's a process. We are in a safe place here with me. I always respect everybody. So if you're with me, then you know that already for sure. So we'll work with people who do want to put themselves out there on that level. And then at least those, who are just hanging out with us can still be there joining us, and at their comfort level. Okay. Has anybody else taken it? So we have Danielle G, myself, happy. And then I'm going to cover the fun stuff. I mean, it's all been fun, but you know, I always handle business first. You know, this is all still part of the segmentation, but I had to handle the business, the serious piece too. But now I'm not as intense though. But we covered the basics. We're good. And the fun stuff, the fun parts. Well, it depends how you define fun, but you know, it depends. So, I have it right here to go over it next, okay? This part won't be that long. I'm gonna just cover the fun stuff and then we can end the stream, all right? Are you guys with me? So, yeah, take your time, Emma, Saj, take your time. There's no rush, we're not leaving. All I'm saying, that way those who know what we're doing here, I'm gonna just get myself a refill on my Sprite, just use the restroom. But when I come back, I'm gonna go over the funner stuff. That's not a word, but you know, the funner stuff. All right. And then if you want to be part of this, then whenever I do my live streams, you're gonna see like segmentation. You're gonna know what it is. And it is gonna be, you know, a weekly live stream, you know, for all of us to hang out with at an early time, right? And number two, the Zoom will be, you'll have there's a group chat in the Zoom for those who are gonna be part of that process. And then you'll have enough notice of when you can expect for us to be in the conference call that I will lead for us, okay? Kira Lynn says she's the protagonist, but yeah, take it again. I've taken it several times. My letters are this. Here are my letters, which probably doesn't surprise anybody. It doesn't. So here are my letters. So the test tells you besides the word. So tell me the letters it gives you. So these are my letters, okay? So my letters are that. There's 4 letters you guys get. Letters. All right, can you guys give me a thumbs up if you're just joining us right now? Give this video a thumbs up. I do the best that I can to help provide value in exchange for your time here. It really does help with the ooh, ouch, ooh, the YouTube analytics and algorithm. It does. It means a lot. So if you can do that, thank you, okay. And take that test if you have. Wonderful. Email me the test. Email it to me. If you've already taken it once, I suggest take it a second time. You know, it's about maybe a 10 or 15-minute test, depending on how, you know, you spend time on there. But aw, thank you. I always need some love. I always need love and attention from you. Thank you. The letters spell I love ya. I love it. Yeah. So Kira Lynn's gonna redo hers. I know Gen Z had done hers before. She can do hers again, but I have hers. Happy, send me yours by email. And anybody else, Danielle G. All right. All right, let me just get this refill really fastly, and then I'm gonna go over the binder, the notes. Look, these are fun stuff, guys. Look, we're gonna have some fun. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Okay? Yay. should not have chugged those Coca-Cola sodas. Holy smokes. All right, we're good though. We are good though. We're good to go. Okay. All right, guys. All right, that works. We're good with that. All right. Thank you guys. But just gonna use the restroom and get my Sprite. That was it. This is the ending now of our thing. I just wash my hands, brush my teeth. I have to definitely brush my teeth. All right, come in. We're good. Ready? Thank you. All right. All right, now here's the fun part. Well, I mean, the whole thing is fun to me, but it's a funner part. That means more fun. All right. Okay, we're back. Hi, Finley. How are you? I'm an introvert too. Can you put the letters? Put the letters. Patricia Ann, you are? Hell yeah. I'm so excited. Well, I get excited. Just okay, so if you took the test, put the letters. So so Angelina ATF, she put her letters there. Patricia Ann Ryan put her letters there. Put the letters. So can you guys tell this will be very fun segmentation? Oh yes, I'll post the link again in case those missed out. Hold on. Put this over here so it doesn't hold on. Like this. That way it doesn't get everywhere. Okay. No, yeah, no, and that's a great observation, Angelina. A lot of times that will happen. We don't fit, our personality doesn't fit what we're doing, and that's why this whole segmentation is going to be interesting and very, informative, and we're going to help ourselves, right? Get more clarity on elements. We can help build additional skill sets, enhance our existing skill sets, and better identify with how we can help see how we evolve as an individual in the future, because a lot of things are changing. Even if you feel you're in a very secure position, like banking and accounting, which I was in before for many years, even that is shifting. So no one is like in the clear or safe. That's why it's also cool to know your strengths, who you are. There's a lot of great stuff. Okay, let me post. Let me put the link again for those who would like it. Let's put the link. So here are the Zoom links first. Edit, copy, edit, paste. Here are the Zoom links for those who want to be part of the process. There's 2 links. Oh, it's too big. For heaven's sake, hold on. So there's 2 links there for the Zoom. If you have Apple, it's the first one. If you don't, it's the second one. That way be part of this process, okay? Now, the other part is the personality test. Where is it? Hold on. Oh, here it is. All right. Copy, edit, paste. Here is the personality test. Hold on. In case those who are just barely coming in. And again, it's free. Edit, paste. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to this. Hold on. Yeah, that's the link. And then, guys, we're going to the fun stuff, the funner part, the fun parts. The fun parts. Okay, now we are. And all right. So you see my tutu. Everyone was taking the personality test. It's a free test. Definitely take it for sure. The links are right there. Okay. Now, this is gonna be the fun element. It's all fun to me, but you know. So if you decide you want to be part of this fun, you know, segment on my channel, I have the Zoom link there. I do suggest you join the Facebook group. That way you can also be part of that. But all of the experience will be here in the live stream, of course, on a set time and date. You'll have those details. Also, the Zoom will be the video conferencing. You don't have to be on video. You can just listen to me speak, and you can just use the audio element. There's no pressure. No one's on camera. It's a very business professional application, okay? So take that test. Email it to me. My email is right here again, guys. Put the letters in here of what you are, if you haven't done so already. So for example, you know, put those letters. Now, so in this process, we are going to create, let me see what part first. Okay, yeah, the fun stuff. Well, it's all fun, guys. It's all fun. Let me start with this. Yeah. Huh. I'm thinking where I want to start first. It's all fun to me. Thank you, Angelina. Yes. Debbie D. All right. Now, the fun part of this process. So if you choose to be part of the segmentation, we're gonna all create a binder. You'll see me. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. Good God. Okay. So, if you are choosing to be part of the process, the segmentation that I was announcing, the rollout of this part, this is going to be the fun part. We're going to be all creating a binder. You can go, you know, get a binder from anywhere you want. And in the binder, I'm going to show you my binder, but we're going to all do it together, okay? If you've never had yourself organized, this is a great time to join the collective here. I'm going to walk you guys all through what we're going to do with the binders. It's just a place to have your things in order. When you create order in your mind, things become more defined. And that's the purpose of it. Right now in here, it's very simple but fun. Okay, simple and fun. So before I do the binder, so in the binder that we're gonna each all create for ourselves, you go to Walmart, guys, and get a binder. If you already have an old binder in your house somewhere, nothing fancy, but just get a binder, okay? And make sure you can put some paper in there or get a notebook, whatever works for you. But there has to be, the physicality of this is so important because even though with social media and with technology, we like to do all things online, like me too. I have a lot of notes that are like digital notes, but there is something different about writing things down, pen and paper. Scientific studies have been shown that when you do things like that, it's a different element, okay? So, hold on. So, in our binder, what we're gonna do is have some paper, have a notebook, okay? Let me show you this. Hold on first. We're gonna also create some note cards, okay? I'm happy to show you what I have in mind. Not tonight, not in this moment, but I'm happy to show you what I have in mind because there's a process, there's a method to the madness, guys, okay? There's a method to the madness. that you want to have in your experience in the binder. You want to have a notebook, whatever you have, just a notebook. Could be like go to the dollar store. The point is, we're not spending money, guys, but we want to have ourselves organized, okay? Just a notebook. And I will walk you through some things, but not right now. But I'm just kind of showing you guys, you know, I'm just trying to show you guys what we're going to do. This would be a process, okay? A fun one, a healthy one to reclaim, you know who you really are and learn more about yourself, okay? Some binder, guys, okay? Alrighty. You can put your calendar there if you want. Some notes, some thoughts, you know what I'm saying, guys? So my point is to show you that we're gonna be having our binders, okay? Now, hold on. This is too bulky, I can't have it right here. Hell, okay. I've done this many times in my life. I have even like previous note cards that I will be willing to share with you, not in this moment, not in this live stream, but I will be going over the different ones I've created based on different things, okay? And look, this is even, oops. You can tell I'm a firm believer in this process. These are all my statements, phrases, stuff that I want to be reflecting on a regular basis. Look, they're all written on, guys. Hold on. Right? So it's a process that we're going to all undertake together if you want to be part of the segmentation that we're going to be doing, all right? That's one part. Now, hold on. You can see, I really do this. It's not a joke. I'm very serious about my processes. Hold on. I'm going to put this right here so this doesn't fall down. The next one. In there, we are going to we're going to be putting down some favorite quotes that we have, some affirmations, daily reminders, some key bullet points, phrases. Again, this is going to be conducive to your own personal development, okay? In the same binder, we're going to talk about, each individually, your personality trait thing, the test you took. We're going to go through those elements and we're going to play in your strengths because everyone has a different personality based on those letters, and everyone's personality has different elements that will be enhanced to help further them in their own abilities, their talents, their strengths. We're going to play to your strengths. That way you can also be thinking and brainstorming along the whole journey how you can you're going to be able to see more for yourself in this process, okay? So that is that. Yeah. Oopsies. I don't want to inundate anybody because we've been here for a while, but I will just briefly say a couple more things about the process here. Hold on. And that is, this is a program, a process. It's at no cost to you, but you get to determine how much value you care about yourself based on if you want to participate or not. You can choose to be just participating in the process and hanging out with us, or you can be active. Either way, whatever your comfort zone allows for you at this time is welcomed. You can always choose to engage further or not as much. either way, it's very healthy to be part of this. We're all going to be here together doing this. Yeah, you know, there's more details to it, but I want to still keep it focused here. Otherwise, it may be too much details for this live stream. But the main point to think about and consider is that this is a great time. We're here, you know, in our homes and all that. This is a great chance for you to have me as your mentor and guide to help you, lead you through, coach you through the process here. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be amazing. I mean, I believe that. So I hope that you guys are willing to do that and be there with us and be with me. So the links are there. I will put the links in the description and in the comments of this video, the personality link and the Zoom links, okay? I will cover this information again faster though. Now that we've already covered this with more details as far as the elements to it. That way, those who did not make this live stream, you can watch the replay, but this is going to be a great chance, a great time, an opportunity for you to discover more about yourself. There's a lot more I didn't cover right now. I don't want to overwhelm anybody, but another element, guys, you can on your own get this book at the bookstore, Barnes and Nobles or wherever, online, Amazon. In here is a, hold on. In the book, the back of the book is like a paper that comes out, and in this paper is like a code. And this is a strengths finder. So that will be part of the process for those who want to get really into it. I've already done it for myself, of course. For those who want to do that, all right? I will cover it again, but at least you'll have the information. And if you mentioned it, you know, the mastery book, I'm going to walk us through some elements to it. Not the whole book. We can't do that. We can't do that. But there's a couple of chapters that are relevant in how we find and uncover how we can identify as adults at this age of life, applying ourselves to see what other things we can kind of get into that are conducive of who we already are. Because it doesn't make any sense to try new things without a plan, right? That would be, you know, not, you know, intelligent. But it is important to try new things and take on those ideas and brainstorm when you know they fit your personality, when you know they fit your strengths. That's more of a well thought out plan. So it's gonna be fun. All right. That's it, guys. The mindset book. I don't want to cover too much here, but I'm going to go into these details about how you can help yourself, enhance yourself. Not everybody has to get those books. Trust me. I'm going to just offer it to you guys. If you want it, you can go buy it on Amazon if you want to. I highly recommend the things that are going to help enhance who you are. You know, if you've never had somebody be a mentor to you, allow me that moment. This is an experience where I'm investing myself at no cost, but I'm putting my energy and my time and my heart and my soul into it. So I would recommend that you give it a shot and be with us. Which one, Angelina? This one? Which one? This one? Also, y'all know me. I'm all about mindset. I've already read these books, though, guys. I've already read these books, but this is about your psychology, right? And these are professional books. They're not like just random books. These are like New York Times bestsellers. These are books that are being used in university. books are being used in business, higher advanced business stuff. These are not just like, oh, it's just a book that works. I promise you, there's research behind these books. Okay. So, okay, I can, Danielle. Yeah. I will list them. The timestamps. Where's my little thing? All right. I will list those too. Thank you, Danielle. Great idea. The timestamps. I will list the books as well. All right. Yeah. And so we're gonna end the stream, but I'm just gonna say a couple of closing words. I think. Let me see how I want to end the stream. Not end it, but yeah, we are coming to a close, but I'm trying to see what I'm going to. You know what? I think I have an idea. So I get really excited. I do. Sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if done for one more day. Hold on. I can do that one later. But anyways, how I wanted to at least put some final thoughts as a summary, guys. The second book's name, Mindset. These are used in universities. It's not a big book, guys. It's not. Let me see. I'm not sure. The glare there's a glare here in my camera with the light. I don't know, but it's just Mindset by Carol Dweck. All right. You're welcome. All right, guys, we're going. This is coming to a close, and so my closing statements, summary thoughts are: the only way we can grow is when we are willing to push out of our comfort zone. And oftentimes we don't take those steps for various reasons. And that's what we're going to cover in this segmentation that we do together. But the part I want to focus on of that right now is the fact that all of the growth, all of our abilities, all that we desire, okay, if you allow yourself to even allow yourself to desire, because sometimes we don't allow ourselves to desire, but B, all of that opportunity, all that we seek is seeking us in return, number one. Number two, all the process that we so desperately want to help grow and challenge ourselves and be in the experience with is on the other side of fear. It is. And fear will show up for us in various departments of our life, various departments. But in this category, we're talking about personal development and who we are. So we may not be able to try ideas on. We may not want to speak up so much. We may, so our traits will help us and hurt us if we don't understand what's happening. And we're going to work through who we are as individuals so you can actually, I want you to be more empowered. I want you to know who you are, why you are, and how you make it work to your best, advantage. How do you leverage who you are to become all that you were supposed to be? It's not over. It's never over. So, on the other side of fear is greatness. It is. And they call that the sweet spot. When you're so close, when you're in reach of all that you want, but there's a small gap not a gap. It's a process. You're right there at the edge of it, at the edge of it all. That is called the sweet spot, guys. Okay. And this is going to be an adventure, a journey, an experience full of a lot of things that are going to help benefit you as a person. So I hope that you liked what we were discussing. Okay. Thank you so much for being with me and letting me be your mentor. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to help guide you, all of us. I'm going to put myself on the line as well, which is scary, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to put myself on there too. So it's a growth experience. If you've never had this experience, you don't want to miss it, okay? So thank you so much for being here, guys. That wraps up this live stream. I love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting me. Give this video a thumbs up. Let other people know. Share the video out if you think there's someone else that you know, family or friends that can value from it, okay? Love you guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.